Believe it or not, this is Italy. The scenery is legendary, even if today the weather refuses to cooperate. Rain, mist, cold air hanging in the mountains. But if there was ever a car capable of slicing straight through clouds, rain, and even snow, it would be this, the Pagani Utopia. No one blends automotive engineering and art quite like Horacio Pagani and his tightly knit team of craftsmen. For more than 25 years, they've been building cars that feel less like machines and more like rolling sculptures. Objects designed to be admired just as much as they are driven. It all began with the Zonda in 1999, a naturally aspirated V12, a manual gearbox, no filters, no shortcuts. Then, 12 years later, came the Huayra. More technology, more aerodynamics, turbocharging, a sequential transmission. And that's the thing about Pagani. New cars don't arrive often. When they do, they matter. Which brings us here. The Utopia, pronounced Utopia, is only Pagani's third production model ever built. Every inch of it is layered with detail, intention, and craftsmanship. And yes, there is a lot to admire just standing still. But before any of that, this car needs to be driven, because there's one detail that changes everything: a manual gearbox. After years of being told the manual transmission was dead, replaced by paddles, software, and lightning-fast dual clutches, Pagani went the other way. Gordon Murray did too. Others will likely follow. Because this exposed linkage, sitting proudly in the cabin, isn't just functional, it's mechanical art. And it defines the entire character of the Utopia. You don't rush this car, you guide it. The seats hold you comfortably, without squeezing. The adaptive suspension flows over rough surfaces with surprising grace. There's more compliance here than you'd ever expect from a hypercar. Because Paganis have never been about pure speed. They're about extravagance, drama, the sense of occasion. No matter what's happening outside, no matter where the nose is pointing or how ugly the weather gets, you're framed by this extraordinary cockpit. It feels like driving inside a Baroque theater, with the outside world acting as the backdrop. It's completely mad and completely intentional. That huge curved windscreen, paired with upright A-pillars, delivers visibility that borders on shocking. You sit low and expect blind spots, but they never arrive. Light floods the cabin through the roof panels, making everything feel open and airy. Long-distance driving? No hesitation. And using this manual all day? Absolutely. Because this is what a Pagani is about. Yes, they're fast, but they're not chasing numbers. Nothing feels like a Pagani because nothing else pulls you away from the outside world like this. Every drive becomes an event. The cabin is layered with meticulous detail, hidden features you're not meant to notice immediately. You're meant to discover them over time. That sense of playfulness never fades. It's a calm, capable cruiser. There's road and engine noise, yes, but production cars receive additional sound insulation. Step outside and the magic continues. The doors feel almost weightless. There's barely any mass to them at all. As for the design, there's nothing else like it. The Utopia is overflowing with character and charisma. Art Deco meets steampunk. 1930s elegance blended with 1950s optimism. It's unmistakably Pagani.
The best angle might be from above, where glass, metal, and carbon intersect.
But the real magic lives in the details. The wheels with their carbon covers, those enormous brake calipers, the delicate metal accents running along the flanks. And then there are the mirrors. No one has ever put this much effort into a mirror housing. Lock the car and watch them fold. Smooth, deliberate, artistic. Even the smallest interaction feels special. Move to the rear and the taillights appear to float, a clear nod to the Zonda. Jewel-like, perfectly shaped, mirroring the Pagani badge itself. Active aero sits above, adjusting drag and downforce as needed. And right there, those 4 iconic exhaust tips. The entire exhaust system weighs just 6 kilos. From the rear, the Utopia is mesmerizing. But with rain pouring down, it's time to head inside. Step carefully, those leather mats deserve respect. The first thing that hits you is the smell. Rich, deep leather everywhere. Everything is tactile. These are the standard seats. Minimal adjustment. Slide forward and back, tilt with mechanical toggles. Simple, purposeful. Look ahead and it feels like staring into the inner workings of a luxury watch. Almost everything is metal. That steering wheel began life as a 40-kilo solid block of aluminum, machined down to just 1.8 kilos. Turn the ignition and the cabin comes alive. Dials sweep. Components move. A mechanical ballet unfolds in front of you. Yes, there's a screen, and it's the only real compromise. Without it, the gauges could have been even larger. 2 details demand attention. First, the exposed gearbox linkage. Watching it operate is hypnotic. Every shift feels deliberate, mechanical, honest. Second, the switches. Clicks, ticks, metallic sounds everywhere. This cabin is an ASMR paradise for engineers. But beauty often comes with weight. Not here. The Utopia weighs just 1,340 kilograms, lighter than a McLaren 750S. And it's certainly not lacking power. This twin-turbo Mercedes-AMG V12 produces 852 horsepower and a staggering 811 pound-feet of torque. Traction? Optional. The rear tires spin eagerly, even uphill. Despite being turbocharged, the engine doesn't feel heavy. It may only rev to around 6,500 or 7,000 RPM, but it's overflowing with charisma. Sharp, responsive, alive. This car feels animalistic, ballistic. Beneath the elegance, there's something feral waiting to be unleashed. The manual takes a little learning. Gear centering between plates can make it tricky at times. And while the shifter feels wonderful, it has a slightly rubbery edge where a bit more metal would be welcome. Still, this is never a car you feel compelled to rush. It's not as surgically pure as a Gordon Murray T50, but every component drips with character. Wheel spin arrives easily, grip demands respect. Yet somehow, this remains an approachable hypercar. You get drive modes, super soft, sport, race, and traction control that can be fully disabled. Though today, that might be optimistic. Does it feel like a true hypercar? Absolutely. Does it feel like a worthy continuation of the Zonda and Huayra legacy? Without question. Few automotive experiences feel this rich. It raises an important question. Is it more about art than driving? The answer is no, and yes. This is where hypercars separate themselves from supercars. They're not just about performance numbers. For Pagani, it's about the performance of the experience. And the flamboyant, bombastic Utopia was born to perform.